Good evening. Thank you for joining us. The city's biggest summer festival reached new heights yesterday, entertaining a sold-out crowd for the very first time. The 17th annual Blues Fest continued at Marina Park today with a star-studded lineup ready to take the stage later tonight. Our Corey Nordstrom was on the grounds earlier this afternoon and has all of the details.
Day 2 of the Blues Fest had people out of their seats singing and dancing. Thousands made their way to Marina Park for the day's musical acts. Onlookers had to brave the heat to enjoy the show, but for those who come every year, a little heat and a clear sky was a welcome sight.
This year it's awesome because the weather's actually cooperating. I've actually sat here when there's floods going through the grounds, umbrella, poncho, but you just sit there and you keep enjoying the music.
Enjoy the music they did, specifically the Spencer McKenzie Band. The group's lead singer, guitarist, and namesake is just 19 years old.
Carry me with my guitar. Oh.
At that age, you know, most people might be just sort of strumming, you know, and he's sitting there right up on stage with some of the best guitarists in the world. So, you know, that's just a phenomenal experience. And somewhere down the road, you're going to see these guys, or, you know, whether they form a new band or whether they're doing their thing as solos, you're going to see them headlining other things for sure.
Other early day acts included cover band The Blues Brotherhood with original Blues Brothers member Tom Bones Malone. As many would say, much of the excitement is about enjoying great music with your friends, but it wouldn't be a festival without delicious food available. The party won't be over until 11 o'clock tonight, as the show's biggest acts have yet to hit the stage. Many are welcoming the feminine touch at this year's festival, and those in the crowd can't wait to see the female stars rock the marina.
Yeah, I just love the women performance. It's beautiful. About time.
Oh, yeah, the lineup is awesome. It's amazing. Love it. Yeah.
Same thing, yeah. Really good lineup. Sheryl Crow. I just paid to come see her.
As full as Marina Park is during the day, the festival grounds will really be packed later tonight for Sarah McLachlan and Sheryl Crow. Corey Nordstrom, TBT News.
Emergency crews responded to a call late last night which involved a 3-vehicle collision in northeast Thunder Bay. The major accident involved 2 motorcycles and an SUV on Cumberland and Villa Street. It is reported that both motorcycles crashed into the passenger side of the blue SUV. The accident took place just after 11 p.m. and saw many first responders on hand to temporarily close a section of the road. All 3 vehicles suffered heavy damage, while no official statement or release has been sent out by Thunder Bay Police. The conditions of the individuals involved are currently unknown. A group of volunteers were at work this week on a project in Current River that will not only beautify the area, but help out local butterfly populations. These volunteers were getting their hands dirty building the Adelaide Monarch Garden. The goal is to increase the number of butterflies and bees in the area by planting milkweed, oxeye daisies, and yarrow. Dan Fulton organized the plan for a garden and says it's important because the monarch population has dropped 90% in the last 15 years.
The monarch itself, it's more of like the poster boy for the environment, because anything you do for the survival of the monarch is also going to help the bees and other insects. And without bees, you'd lose 1/3 of what's in your grocery store.
Fulton says some locals will bring caterpillars inside, which exponentially helps their chances of surviving to become butterflies. The Grand A Day giveaway is back for another year. The annual fundraiser is put on by the St. Joseph's Foundation and has $50,000 worth of cash prizes up for grabs this time around. The Grand A Day draw began in 1992 and has since awarded more than $1.2 million in prizes and raised nearly $2 million for the St. Joseph's Care Group. The money has been used to purchase equipment such as beds, lifts, and more. Foundation Executive Director Katrina O'Neill says this yearly fundraiser is essential for the comfort and safety of clients.
This is one of our biggest fundraisers that we do throughout the year, and it's unique, it's fun, and it's something that, you know, is essential for us to be able to make the commitment to St. Joseph's Care Group to purchase those pieces of equipment and necessary items for the clients of St. Joseph's Care Group.
A total of $50,000 in cash prizes will be given out this year, including 13 early bird draws every day in November for $1,000 each, 5 bonus prizes, and the grand prize of $10,000. Tickets can be purchased for $100 each at St. Joseph's Heritage. Greenstone Council is looking at ways to show the public its practices on how it hires employees in the municipality. As well, they recently debated Greenstone's remuneration policy for council members and said goodbye to its 2 student councillors. Adam Riley has more.
Last month's council meeting brought councillors out to Karamat to discuss the many issues facing the municipality, specifically in the operations portfolio. First up was the hiring policy, which, as Mayor Renaud Beaulieu says, was a way to show more transparency and fairness in municipal hirings.
Council wanted to see a written policy on the hiring, and because we have, given some of our staff more authority through council, and the CEO has that authority, and we need to have a path, I guess, if you want to call it, in regards to how we want to see the hiring done.
Council also discussed its remuneration policy, which Beaulieu says has to be reviewed each year and hasn't been increased since 2001 when Greenstone was created. Recent changes in taxation means members will now be taxed on 1/3 of their earnings according to the tax bracket the member belongs to. Beaulieu says in his 8 years as mayor of Greenstone, council has always felt compensation was fair.
I still think it's fair. I don't think we should be losing from the new rules that have come out, but I don't think we should be gaining because I think we are being treated fairly.
An increase to the compensation has not been decided upon, but council has asked for a report as to how this change will affect them. However, council is also looking at how much members receive for travel within the municipality for official business, such as council meetings.
That hasn't changed in years and years, and as we all know, the price of gas since 2001 has increased, so going to Karamat or going to Nikina, it does cost more money. That we will probably be looking at.
It was also the end of term for the 2 student councillors who represented both of the school boards on council. Dulcie Smith and Logan Furoy have been providing a youth voice to the council for the past school year. Furoy says he gained valuable experience from council members and feels he was following in his family's footsteps.
I've always been interested in politics at a very young age, and my grandfather was a councillor for the municipality of Ear Falls, and he's my hero. And honestly, when I seen the opportunity to join the municipality and make a difference in my community, I jumped at the chance.
Furoy says this isn't the end for him as he was re-elected by his classmates and plans on returning to council next fall. Adam Riley, TBT News.
The town of Atikokan has a new chief administrative officer to lead various departments in the municipality. Since December, Jason Young has held the role of CAO on an interim basis, but was given the job permanently 3 weeks ago. Atikokan Mayor Dennis Brown says Young has been with the municipality for 7 years, and having him in this capacity is a major benefit for the community.
He knows, what's going on, and he's an intelligent young man, and he good worker, and he applied for the job, and we went through a probationary period, and he was very successful, and so all of council certainly wanted to make him a permanent CAO, and he's doing that now, and we'll just keep working with him and make things even better for the town of Atikokan.
Well, Shane, a big day in Atikokan for sure, but even a bigger day on the World Cup stage, quarterfinal matchups, and English soccer fans must be thrilled.
Yeah, England trying to do something that they haven't done in almost 3 decades, and that's make the semifinals at the World Cup. Stick around because we'll see after the break if they could do so or not.